Yeah, I see I got a subscriber that likes the little chocolate swirl film. Yeah. I'm not a financial advisor, say. No. No, I'm not. Strictly education, yeah. It's education and entertainment only. This is
We don't got time for that now. Get him out of here. Get rid of him. Bring his car to the salvage crush.
Cadillac. Managila money.
I'll get some.
Vincenzo'S Gold Crypto Investing, where you like, subscribe, and share for a one-of-a-kind, company-made, probability-based trading alert, technical analysis, company philosophy, as we're your most trusted source for blockchain technology and cryptocurrency breaking news and coin updates on the YouTube and cryptocurrency sphere, right? And as we look at, after I just had the bowl and league night, kill it tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I know you guys all don't care, but I bowled a 669 for 3 games, low game of 222, and a high game of 230 something. We absolutely killed it with the Black Widow Ghost bowling ball, right? And as we look at, as I wait for my food to arrive, because I'm very, very hungry right now, right? We look at Bitcoin, the things you guys care about, not so much about my bone skulls now, but you can see we're still on this symmetrical triangle where if you look at this, we're going to pull out from a far out time frame. And as you know, it's a super simple and easy trading rule by Vincenzo'S Gold Crypto Investing as we hide that of start from the far out time frame, and you can see lower support down here. And then we pumped, breached the 50 in red, breached the 100 in blue, and then breached on a huge massive pump rate here, breached the 200 in green, which signified massive bullishness taking place. But then you can see from here on up, we hit some major upper resistance just south of the green ring, or the blue ring right here, right? And this is your lower support 1, your upper resistance 1. Then we fell down on a huge consolidation and profit taking dump. And then we hit the 200-day in the 4-hour time frame. The same in the daily if you look at it. And then we pumped and hit upper resistance 2, slightly lower than upper resistance 1. And that initiated a massive flush all the way down to lower support 2, and now you could have drew your lines on lower support from this one and this one, and you could have drawn it out and seen what happened, and you could have started drawing it from here down after 1, 2, and just took the angle down. And then you had a pump, a rejection right here by the 50-day moving average in red that was extremely downtrending. And when they're if you look out in a far out time frame, when the 50 or the 100 or the 200 or the moving average you like is descending by this much of an angle, anytime the price pumps up, it's going to hit it when the moving average is falling that fast. In a short-term moving average like the 50, it's more than likely going to get rejected off at the first time. And it did, right? And it came way down to your blue fib circle where the red arrow is, right? On top of almost exactly the the lower support now, which used to be upper resistance of this white channel. The white down here, support, resistance, 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 and support back there. It back tested this right here. And we went over this extensively, right, in Bitcoin, and it got bought back up, right? And then you came up, and on the immediate pump, you came up to the 50, but the 50 now is sort of trading sideways, right? It was leveling off and not coming down at such an angle like it was right here. It got rejected initially, but traded along it for several days to a few weeks, maybe right here. If we look, it was at February 24th to, it was only about 4 days right here. And then it crashed or came down and consolidated more than a crash, but came right on this uptrending line that you hit right here and right there, and to some extent right here, and got supported, and that initiated a nice pump. And on that initial pump, it blew right by the 50. It blew right by the 100. That was closely underneath, very close to the 200, and it came all the way up to upper resistance. And like it does usually, often but not always, it overshot it a little bit, but formed an up and sideways consolidation right in here. And if you look at the volume right here. It peaked and started declining as the price was rising up and sideways, and then it fell off. And look, conveniently enough, it came back at the underneath support. Then it pumped, hit upper resistance right to a T, came down to lower support, and now we're at upper resistance. And that's where we were trading off of back here, where this green ring or this green arrow was. That's where we bought Bitcoin SV, and that's where we told you XRP could bounce, because XRP was in a very similar formation. And that's where we had this down here the other day, where you could back test the 74 cents where the blue arrow was, right? And you kept back testing it, and then if you bounced up, which you could, like Bitcoin did, in a symmetrical triangle, but XRP symmetrical triangle was much, much longer. This is a 11-month symmetrical triangle. If we go back out to the weekly time frame, right, and when we zoom in, you can see this is an 11-month symmetrical triangle where we started this pattern. If we zoom out here at the 49-cent level, where we had this nice pump off the green ring down here. And if we bring our industry exclusive drawing tool out, you can see we pumped off the green ring, came up, and you hit your lower support for the first time. Didn't know it at the time, but hit it at 49 cents for your first time. It had a massive pump. Got rejected at $1.69 up into here, or a little bit higher. Got up about $1.69, and then you had a full lateral flush. And then right here where you bottomed on this wick, got bought back up and double bottomed a few days to a week, or a little bit later. That would be your first, maybe we got some underneath support of an uptrending fashion. 1, 2, 3, and then you pumped and got rejected on the same similar line. And this is when Vincenzo diagnosed that we could be in a symmetrical triangle. And then it did its due diligence up here, bounced off the 50 in red, got rejected, high, lower high, lower high, and then a full lateral wick. Look where the wick started up here at 84 cents, and the wick bottom just so happened to conveniently hit at 55 cents, and right on our uptrending line from 1, 2, 3, our fourth time. And then you had a full lateral pump to upper resistance, to lower support, to trying to get back to upper resistance now. And that's why we always start from a far out time frame and work our way into a super simple, easy way to trade this manipulated market. And that's why Vincenzo's Go Crypto Investing, when we bought Bitcoin SV last week, we said you could have a pump up to upper resistance, and XRP has slowly but surely wiggled its way up, and it's got back to the 200-day moving average that it initially hit back here when it pumped back into the symmetrical triangle. And if you watch those videos, I'm going to start highlighting them. We explained how this could work from about 39 days, 40 days ago, how this whole deal could work. And if you remember the Jabroni Killers, or you were just paying attention to my free updates, you would have been out ahead of the competition on this. And we're going to highlight those as we move on into the next upcoming days as this starts to play out. Peace and love. Peace and love.